and you really must tune in. He's ironic, iconic, maybe bionic. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Genius. He's a genius.
Hello ladies and gents, it's Michael Burhan from nerdgenius.com, and I'm also here with my colleague Ash Sharma, as we're basically going to be answering your questions. Yes, your questions, as we interview the general townsfolk here, over here in Trafalgar Square, of course, up in central London, to find out exactly the answers to your questions. And the question that you've asked me today is, what is the best and worst chat-up line that you've ever heard? So now we're going to take it over here, so let's go.
The best, I don't know, but she said the worst she ever heard was, "Can I smell your hair?"
Did that work?
Did it work? Yes.
That guy's got game.
Oh my gosh, I don't have like good pickup lines. I've just heard like very, very bad pickup lines, like, "Are you a fart? Because you blew me away." Are you a fart? Because you blew me away.
What was your reaction to that?
Hello there, and I'm here with today.
Vidya.
And?
Sumana.
So where are you guys from?
I'm from India.
I wouldn't have guessed. I wouldn't have guessed that. So what are you guys doing in London?
She's an air hostess. She's flying here. I live here, so I'm just kind of being a guide for her.
Oh, you're an air hostess.
Very short one, that too.
So, is it all like flying up in the sky, all the glamorous kind of work that everyone's actually put it out to be?
That's how it looks like from the outside. At the end of the day, what we do is pull carts and bitch about passengers.
How many passengers have you bitched about today?
All of them. All of them. I've been bitching about all of them to her, my boyfriend, everybody.
So there you go. We've got tons of passengers being bitched about. If you're on her flight, just remember, if you don't treat her well, she's going to bitch about you. It's going to happen.
I'm not telling you which airline I'm from.
Best not to, I think. If you want to stay employed, I think the best not to. So we're here today basically to ask you guys a question of what's the best and worst chat-up line you guys have ever heard. So let's start with you. What's the best chat-up line you've ever heard? What did your boyfriend say to you to sort of grab your attention?
He hates my face.
Girls really have low standards, don't they? So that's kind of what won you over.
Sort of, yeah. Usually when somebody's not giving you enough attention, that's when you go for that, isn't it? That's what the book said.
He goes by a book. I need to find this book. Apparently it wins women over.
Okay, the best was probably "Come with me for the best night of your life."
Did that work?
Yeah. It wasn't the best though.
Oh, so they lied. It was false advertising.
Yeah. Probably the worst was I was asked how much I charged for the night.
And were you flattered by that, or just that?
I took a drink, but I didn't charge. They went home alone.
Oh.
They might have found someone else to pay, but it wasn't me.
Bugie, come si dice? When he is not true, is not true.
He's lying.
Ah, okay.
So she doesn't like guys who lie in the chat.
It's very, very bad. I prefer always the true.
So what do you want a guy to say to you?
Tipo, for example, you are beautiful. I wanna marry you, and then before the 2 day, he push.
We're getting creative, real creative here with our lines.
This book. Oh, tell me about it. He has got competition. We've got a lot of competition going on here. So, what's the worst chat line you've ever heard? When a guy tried to chat you up and you just went, ugh. It must have been a load. You're a hostess. You probably get a load of like Uncle G's like trying to ask you out.
All the time, yes. I'm sure that happens with everybody.
Well, not me, because that would be weird. That would be really weird.
But I don't remember anymore. Why don't you go back to her and then I'll come back?
So let's start with your the best chat line. What's the best chat line you've heard in London so far?
Okay, there's the guy I met in club, and apparently I have a big ass. So he's like, I would hate you to go, but I want you to leave so he can see.
Allora, so I prefer. I wanna sex to you.
You prefer?
Yes. I wanna.
You've heard it straight.
I wanna make sex to you, and yes or no. Okay.
How many guys have said that to you directly?
More.
Worst was, do you like pizza? Do you like sex? And the obvious answer is no. And the response is, why don't you like pizza?
I've heard really good ones recently.
I've got to say, that's quite clever.
Best one. So
What about you?
I heard a really good one last week. It was, fuck me if I'm wrong, but isn't your name Jamie? I was like, no. And she was like, ... So I was like, I guess I've got to fuck you, right? She was like, correct. Isn't that pretty good, isn't it? It's quite smart.
Am I slow today?
No, I don't use it. It was smart. It was smart, very smart. Yeah.
So that's a good one.
That's the best one I've heard so far. That's the smartest one.
What's like the worst thing a girl said, and where she thinks she's gonna get laid, and you're like, no.
Are you DTF? I was like, no. Down to funk, yeah.
So what was the best one you've had? What was the one that won you over?
Well, it's always difficult, right? Maybe just this one guy who came up to me is like, I'm not gonna ask you for drink or night out. Can we just talk? I just want to get to know about you and have a coffee.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah, I use that line all the time. It's a shame I don't get anywhere, but still, I use it all the time. So you'd say lines don't matter to you?
Well, of course it matters for me. Of course it matters for me. Yeah, if people lie to me, it's not good. What I think, you have to be honest with people.
So it's chemistry, do you think?
Yeah, kind of.
So has anyone ever given you a line?
Oh, so many times.
So what's the best one you've heard?
Well, best what I heard. I don't love you, or I cheat you. It's a lot of things.
I got one. Like I was at a club and my friends pretty much like dared me to go up to the girl. And I just went for it and I was like, "Girl, are you from? Are you Dutch? 'Cause Amsterdam." And right then it was like, okay.
What's the worst one? You can give us a bad one. I know it. As I said, air hostess, you probably had loads of them.
No, I've always had people like generally directly come and ask me out, or maybe I think you realize whenever they are really trying to use a pickup line, I'm not listening to them half of the time actually.
So there you go, guys. You don't get listened to. If you use a line, they won't listen at all, because that's what they do.
Is this a show off, a tip for the guys, what to do, what should not be done?
Well, we've been asked this question, so we're basically answering this question from one of my subscribers who went out there and said, "This is I want to know what's the best pickup line and what's the worst pickup line." And this is from a girl, believe it or not. So she wants to know what the best pickup line is and the worst ones. So I think you guys had us covered today. Is there any shout outs you want to give? Do you want to say hi to anyone?
But I want to say hi to Ananya because I was here to meet you too in London, and since you did not receive my call,
she's stuck with me. She's stuck with me.
Glad I'm stuck with her too. But yeah, next time. Hello, London.
Yeah, now you're both stuck with me. Isn't that great?
And you do not have a six-pack.
And I don't have. How do you know if I have a six-pack?
We have to see the six-pack. We have to see the six-pack.
I am not taking my shirt off. They want me to take my shirt off. I'm not taking my shirt off. That will cost me a lot of views, I'll tell you that now. So, there you go, ladies and gents. Like, comment, and subscribe to nerdgenius.com. And I'm still not taking my shirt off.
If you only knew the power of the dark side. 2, 1, 0.